cool, crisp Bronx night. Here walking along the Grand Concourse. This is a classic New York City site right here. Piles of trash waiting to be picked up. The past few weeks, because of the holidays, it's taken a while for the trash to all get picked up and stuff, because it was the holidays and the snow, and hopefully now things are starting to get cleaned up a bit. This is where I came the morning of the election to get a bike to take to my polling place station. Oh, there's only one bike here. So it was on the night, or the morning of the election. I had to wake up at like 3:30 in the morning maybe, and I had to get one of these bikes. There was no subway service. 24-hour subway service has been suspended in New York for a little while now. My only alternative was to take a bike at 3:30 or 4 in the morning so that I could get to my polling place by 5. And I did it. I got up and it was cold. It was like one of the first really cold days I remember. And it was also early in the morning. And I had gloves and I had a hat and my mask, of course. And I walked to this city bike stand here. I got an electric bike, which was great because I had to pedal over bridges and I knew that was going to be a problem. I used to cycle a lot when I was in Los Angeles, but since I've moved back to New York, I had sold my bike. And city bikes, you know, they cost money. It's not a lot, but they cost a bit, and it's enough of an inconvenience, and they're not great bikes. So anyway, I was glad to get an electric one. And yeah, I pedaled down Grand Concourse all the way to the 3rd Avenue Bridge. I had to go to the Upper East Side to get to my polling place because I was working. And due to a clerical error, the elections board thought that I lived within walking distance of this polling place, but no, I was actually 2 miles away and there was no subway, so I had to take a bike. It'd be really nice if they restored that 24-hour subway service soon. I think everyone can agree that something has to be done about it. A cold night like this, pedaling down the street. You know, I tweeted about it because, you know, that's what people do these days. Something happens, you tweet about it. And it got some notice. Some local reporters got in touch with me, and one of them in particular got me on New York One, which is like a local news station. And I guess I didn't realize it was going to be actually broadcast, like it was a Zoom interview. And I'm just sitting in my studio, you know, whatever, and talking about my arduous journey that I had to take in the morning.
Kevin Story of the Bronx was told to walk. In the email, as you'll see, it says, "We've planned your trip based on the information we have for you. We believe you are close enough to walk to your poll site." Which is just false, because I live, like I said, near Yankee Stadium, and they want me to be near 88th Street for this polling thing. Story says he will ride a city bike rather than walk or take the bus.
I guess it was fine. It was a long day, and I felt good to be doing, you know, my civic duty. So I guess don't let the subways or the public transit get in the way of you doing the thing you got to do. But I have to say, on the other hand, as a New Yorker, like, one of our points of pride is our public transit, and when our public transit is not working the way it should, that's a big problem. You know, big city, Got a lot of people to move around, even now, even with the pandemic and everything. There's got to be a safe and effective way to do that. And to honestly, maybe not have so many cars on the road. I mean, I drive. I understand. I own a car. But 9 times out of 10, if I'm going into Manhattan, if I'm going to the Brooklyn, going to Queens, I don't want to drive. I want to take a subway. You know? It's a point of pride. Anyway, so that's my city bike story. There you have it. Thanks for watching.